Square number 13. This must be getting exciting. This is the design we're working on today, and I'm going to start with those purple leaves in the middle. I thought I would do these a little bit differently, and so I decided on actually doing a semi-fill using a buttonhole stitch. And just watch as I lay those buttonhole stitches down at an angle, because what I'm trying to do here is still create those leaf veins, I guess we could call them. And so I'm keeping the stitches angled downwards like you would on a leaf. Now just make sure you're not pulling too tight so that those stitches sit nice and flat. And then at the end, we're just going to anchor that with one little single stitch. And then we're going to go to the top and start again. And just note here that I'm reusing the same holes. You see where my needle is going in, I'm reusing the same holes from the previous buttonhole stitches. Do that all the way to the end, anchor it down once again, and then go ahead and do the other leaf. Next, of course, this is going to be French knots. What else could we be putting in here? So I've just filled that light blue in the center and then the orange for the little petals. Of course, you could do something different. I just think French knots look lovely here. Next, the outline of that big red shape. Now, I am outlining it in a stem stitch, but only because that's probably one of my favorite outlines. You can do it in a back stitch. You could do it in a chain stitch if you wanted to. I'm doing this in a stem stitch. And here I am turning a corner. I think I showed this to you in the last couple of videos. Next, I actually thought that it would be good to fill this space with some more stitches. It kind of looked a little bit bare to me, so I thought, why don't I just add a little bit of texture and fill it with some random seed stitches. Now, although these are called seed stitches, they're just tiny little stitches laid down randomly. There you go. And then I'm doing the brown stems. Now over here from the leaves, I'm doing a stem stitch. But when I get to this corner, I'm going to stab my needle in, and the scalloped shapes, the scalloped lines, I'm actually going to do in a chain stitch. So I'm starting out with that little, that holding stitch, and then I'm just going to continue doing the chain stitch until I get to the corner of that first scallop, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do, because from then we're going to do the other little stem. So you're going to just do that chain stitch until we get to the corner, and then from here you're going to bring your needle up, and again we're going to do the stem stitch, pop that needle in at the end, and then restart your chain stitch. Okay, on to the leaves. I think you know what we're going to do here. I always do the fly stitch on these leaves. I just love it. I don't know. Of course, you can do something else, or you can use a different color as well. This is my favorite thing, partly because it's so quick and easy. I like quick and easy. So there we go. That's one leaf nearly done. And I think there's only 6 leaves in this, so that will be pretty quick. Now, usually I would do a satin stitch on these, but I thought let's do something different. So I'm just going to cover this with a star stitch, and all it is just 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches laid in a crisscross fashion and then anchored down. Now I'm bringing my needle out here so that it's in the middle, and then I'm just going to lay down a little holding stitch, just holds all of those crisscross stitches together. Now I just want to get back here. You see those center lines? I actually thought maybe I should fill them. So I've decided to add a back stitch down the center, and I'm just doing one back stitch in between each of the leaf veins. There we go. Now you can do the other flower. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.